Hello everybody, I'm Sian and welcome to the Phoenix Garden Community Building. The Phoenix Garden Community Building and the Phoenix Garden is a stone's throw away from Covent Garden and about 2-3 minutes walk from Leicester Square. It's a former World War II bomb site, and originally there are 7 such community gardens in the Covent Garden area, but each and every one of them unfortunately was shut down. There's a really strong route through from Shaftesbury Avenue to the corner of the Phoenix Garden, and I took really a lot of inspiration from the existing materials which are being used. So my main key conceptual point came from the idea of English walled gardens and being largely brick, but there being a punctured point within, be it an archway or a doorway, which entices anybody through and gives you an idea that there's something beyond. The design process for this project was really fascinating. Some projects you have a little bit more autonomy as an architect. For this project there was a strong element of that, but equally there was the strength of conversations between myself and the Board of Trustees, but in particular the gardener, Chris. And what formed was quite an interesting bond really. There were elements of the garden that I wanted to incorporate into the building and vice versa, and to do that successfully we really had to almost come up with an innovative, interesting way of working, which was very, very collaborative and so enjoyable. When I first visited the garden, my mind was just completely blown. Having been in London for over 20 years, I didn't even know that a place like this existed. And one of the first things that struck me were just the simple things, what we put our feet onto. There are some beautiful paths which were built by the gardener and volunteers, which were made from local bricks and just laid in quite intricate, interesting ways. So we developed the idea of the brickwork paths joining the building, almost forming part of the garden itself. It's really indicative of the relationship that was forged when we went through this whole process. Whenever you design community spaces, it's really important to see them being used, and that only happens when the architect steps back from the project and says, actually, over to you now. And it's fantastic to occasionally come back when I'm invited to see how it's bedded into not only the geographical and architectural characteristics of the site, but embedded into the community. It's quite rare to feel that you are so involved in a project that you can actually get married within your own building, but my wife and I were very fortunate to have our wedding breakfast here. So yeah, happy memories.